And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T. Special Valentine's Day edition. How are we doing? My man to the left, Max Powers.
Did you notice that was the Marvel origin story song that I played?
No, I just actually started watching Marvel. I went to what's that, Endgame in the movie theater. I seen all these comics writing about it on Facebook. I go, what the fuck? Maybe I'll get material out of it. You know, like I had to see what this was about, and I just started getting
relevant.
into it. Yeah, and I just started getting into it. And actually, that's the reason I got Movie Pass, the card where you can go to like any movie a month or whatever. It was like a great deal. You can go to one movie a day.
That was like 20 years ago.
I know. No. That's movie. No, that's movie phone.
So they now have Movie Pass it was Movie Pass then too. I just thought they went bankrupt.
Oh no, they did. They stopped charging me. I never stopped, but I got it to see Black Panther to get some relevant material, like you just said, again for comedy.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what relevant material you pulled from Black Panther.
Well, it was around. I got on stage. I said, "Hey, listen. I waited to the end of Black History Month to go see Black Panther as a white dude. Give everyone their respect and time to see the movie without white people being there." And then I said, like there's a scene where Forrest Whitaker has like these like scars or something. You know what I mean? Like that man like said about his kills, or maybe the other guy, Michael B. Jordan. And I'm like, had they not utilized the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck? Like, you know what I mean? Like he napalmed the whole village. Have you ever seen the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck? It looks like the skin from a good rotisserie chicken. I said it's a special Valentine's Day edition of the Big T Show.
Yeah.
So we had to bring in my Valentines, my mom and my sister Caitlin. Carol Farrell in the building. Caitlin Farrell in the building.
Thank you,
How are you guys doing? But listen,
hilarious because I didn't know who you were.
well, listen.
Yeah.
First off, before we get into it, the show is brought to you by every week by Bake What Your Mama Gave You, and I made some amazing red velvet cake pops for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Listen, if you're single, don't be sad. Have a cake pop. You know what I mean? If you're in a relationship, don't hear a bitch about how the size of the fucking teddy bear you got, or hey, only a dozen. My friend got a dozen and a half. Eat a cake pop, zone her out, enjoy the fucking dinner, and happy fucking Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? My Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day to you too, my dear son. Thomas.
You guys got a treat. You got to break it
Thank
out.
you. Yes.
Here you go, Max. My man.
Oh, sweet.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm trying to gather myself because I had something to say right out the fucking gate and I'm fucking lost it. Oh wow, you can taste the weed on these ones. But my Valentine's are here, the Big T Show. I just posted on Instagram that you guys are here, and people started losing it a little. Like, oh, when's this coming out? So people are looking forward to it already. So how you guys doing?
I have a no, because Thomas asked, did I receive a package today? I went over and he said no, and he said I said no, and we were going our separate ways, and then he ended up at his brother's house, and it was a box of a dozen roses to Carol Farrell and Caitlin Farrell. Bake what your mama. I'm your mama, and that's his sister Caitlin. And for Valentine's Day, we're gonna fucking eat edibles.
That's right. The love.
Oh, wait,
You're allowed to curse.
Sorry,
You're just not allowed to say other bad words. But it's an honor to have you guys in studio. Thank you on short notice.
I love it.
Listen, where do we begin? I'm trying to remember the thought I just fucking had that lost my train of thought. But
It's about love.
the Bake What Your Mama Gave You. Like, I would bring my butter down to my mom's because I had a shitty Max. When I lived at One Beach 105, besides being 350 pounds, I was out of control cokehead, drinking out of control, gambling out of control, fucking just out of control general. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking.
I vouch for that. I do. I had to stand up and tell you that. It's
But
true.
I would go down there and I would bake my edibles at my mom's house. You know what I mean? They even let me have a puff pass supper. People might remember. I took a picture of like I found a picture with the Last Supper with all smoked out. And like puff pass supper. Everything was medicated, Max.
Ribs.
At the time, I was smoking the Volcano.
Oh, yeah. The old vape thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never talked about this, did we?
I'm still trying to learn how to use the thing correctly.
Oh, you still have a Volcano? They're great. They're great.
Anything he says
It's not what I recommend medicinally anymore, but it is what turned me on to that. Oh my God, vaping works.
The turkey bags, I would smoke the you smoke it. It goes into the turkey bag, fills up, boom. It's cool if you've never seen it. Then you take that weed, and then I was making fucking edibles with the weed. So I was smoking pretty much. I was getting paid to smoke weed.
Yeah.
So I would weigh out 9.5 grams.
It's spent for you already.
Yeah, it's ready to cook
Yeah.
right off the bat. So I'd weigh out 9.5 grams, and sit there like fuck. Someone wants a dozen treats. Sit there, rip down 12, however many fucking bags, and then I'm like, yo, this is not a successful business model because the money I'm making is going to be the amount I'm spending on weed because of my fucking
Love of weed.
the tolerance is out of control to try to keep up with the
He
pace of the
said-
edibles.
He loves weed. He loves smoking.
What he should have done is started a little vape farm like they do for Bitcoin.
Huh.
Have people vaping, and he's just like, they vape for free, you take the spent shit, boom.
I was going to do that, but I do have that worked out with people.
Okay, I'll vape for free.
A mouthful of fucking cake pops. Listen, shout out to me.
THC.
That cake
And-
pop, like, Matt, how good is that fucking
What
cake
is
pop?
it?
With the little fucking Valentine's Day thing on the outside?
You finished it?
It is way too good. I just finished it. And, like,
Oh, well.
I don't know what's in there. I'm assuming chocolate. And, yeah, that's probably about it. Chocolate and flour. I assume.
Cream cheese icing and dark chocolate and some Valentine's Day sprinkles. But let me get back to the vape bag. The bag would pop. At the end of the day, it was a turkey bag. You cook a turkey in there, it stays moist, blah, blah, blah. THC loves fat. You put a chicken in there with all the vegetables and trimmings. Heats up in the oven. The fucking fat from the chicken goes into the bag. The bag,
Infuses the weed. Oh,
The
my
T-
God, it's brilliant.
the THC falls into the chicken, and the drippings is where it was at. The chicken was medicated, but the gravy is what fucked you up.
So we'll do a little teaching for people because you're an edible guy, THC TV. The fact of the matter is, like, if you're boiling your butter, or coconut oil, or whatever fat you have in water, THC will only attach to the lipids, to the fat content, which means when you drain the water, there's no THC in the water. So it goes to any fat that you put it in. So if you have a turkey bag that has all this residue and you're cooking in it, the steam and all that brings the fat up. It collects all the THC. Boom. It basically glazes your chicken, turkey,
Yes.
duck, whatever it may be. That's brilliant. I
We need the direction.
And the
hats
chicken
off to you, sir.
and the chicken was awesome. And then the gravy got even
fucked
more
up.
smacked. No, but that was the experiment. Then the time of the party, we had I took chicken wings in the fucking bag. Then I took the juice from that, which is all fucking THC'd up, a stick of medicated butter and Frank's Red Hot, and it made the most insane, dank ass fucking hot sauce you ever fucking had in your life. I had leftover hot sauce. I was taking chicken thighs and putting them in the slow cooker with the hot sauce and making fucking medicated shredded chicken quesadillas for a week.
Yeah, it's
It
the
was
sauce
fucking
and the
amazing.
butter that always takes all of the THC and cannabinoids and CBDs and all that and just
It's
attaches it to
amazing
their...
how
yeah.
you could do all that all in one little pot.
And then
And he's not a pothead.
I don't know about that.
Mama is.
But we had medicated meatloaf. We had medicated this, mashed potatoes, corn. We had this THC syrup that we were mixing with Sprite, like the rappers drink the lean. We had fucking treats for days. I made a fucking huge, like like a half a foot Lego brick guy. And I mean, shout out to R.I.P. Ripple, one of the best dogs ever. He a plate of food fell on the floor and he ate it up. And he was laying on his bed. He couldn't move. His eyes were just looking up at me like, because I was his buddy, and he was like, yo, help me.
Help me.
You know what I mean? Like fucking,
Yeah,
like,
no,
You're a
he's
gentleman.
whacked out, but he'll be fine by the next day.
no, but like, it was like the Tin Man. He's like, oh, you can. Like his mouth wasn't moving, but you see him. He was trying to say something. But it was an awesome time, and shout out to my sister El Paquito, friend of the show. He helped us out with that.
Yeah.
And know what? Yeah, there was a picture of him like peeling potatoes or some shit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be in a new spot soon, and stay tuned. I'm gonna be having medicated meals, where I'm the host. Legit, I'm hosting. I'm rolling. We're smoking. We're talking, and I'm gonna have a Michelin star chef cooking the food.
Very limited invites, so you
Oh.
better
And
follow
just
Big T,
underground.
Big Big
Is it?
pics on Instagram.
Yeah, big tits, big pics. Follow me. And underground, sort of. Above ground, yeah. Because we're going to have a rooftop deck. It's going to be sick.
Because I was going to the black door across the way.
Well, listen, let's get into it. We grew up in Brooklyn, Max.
Bada bet, yeah. Flatbush all the way.
2857 Kings Highway. Where was that the address?
Flatbush.
And it's right behind
3857.
3857. It's the building behind the Starbucks. The
cemetery.
Starbucks now. The cemetery on the other side again.
I bet there wasn't a Starbucks when you grew up.
No, it was an Exxon. Yo, Max, funny story. We used to go to New Jersey for Christmas, and we were super young because we were only there till.
If I lived on Flatbush, I'd go to New Jersey for Christmas too.
No, Max. This was Flatbush.
Flatbush.
This is Flatbush Avenue in the motherfucking 80s. You know what I mean? Like it was fucking bad.
I know. That's what I mean. Like Jersey
bad.
just seems like a safer place for the holidays.
Like, no, we came back, and my dad was working late. He was, like, getting gas in the other car. My brother was sleeping. I hop out. I run to my dad, and then I see, like, this homeless guy, like, some bum. I'm like, oh, Dad.
Flatbush?
I go, Dad, they're trying to steal Sean. My dad was union carpenter. He went up, grabbed this bum by the head, starts ramming him by the fucking, where the gas cap is. Boom, boom, like, kicked the shit out of him. And he wasn't even trying to steal my brother, I don't think.
and if I just trying to like get money, like, you got a quarter?
I'm under second grade. I remember this happened. Then we ran inside, and like he was like in the hallway pressing all the buttons. Help me!
Oh, no. We lived in a great neighborhood.
But
That
Max,
was
me and my
the
brother,
day.
we love wrestling. We love we used to think we were the bushwhackers. They're like the New Zealand brothers that walked around with the army pants and arms moving up and down.
Right.
And
Shaved heads.
my mom would go the dentist office was on by the junction on Notion Avenue in Flatbush.
Yep.
And we would just kick the shit out of each other. Oh, mostly me,
On the
fucking
second
fighting,
floor.
like doing wrestling moves. Like, oh, I always loved fighting and wrestling. And then my mom would come out crying, like, "You embarrassed me." Sorry, Mom, but you. And then like Max locked me out of the car by the junction with the dirtiest. I remember the floor being so dirty with bubble gum and just 80s floor. You know what I mean? Filthy. And locking the door, and I'm looking around at the bustling junction. This little white boy, and I'm like, "Mom, no!" I remember screaming, crying, like thinking I was gonna get left at the junction. It was one of the worst feelings in my life.
And that was, excuse me, but that was what he spoke to.
Let's all have a little imagination time right now. What would have happened? What would Tom have been like if you left him at the junction?
But he told that story
Like,
as
who
his
knows
best man
what
to his
would he have
brother's
turned
wedding.
into? I probably would see him there
It's
tomorrow.
sick.
Like, yeah,
I told that story at my brother's.
hawking some like Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, wait.
like,
Oh, the
Wait,
black
away.
Israel,
They
the
were
black
there.
Israelites are over there.
Brooklyn Flatbush is still good. Thomas went there for me for my birthday, and Nike Town's there. We love that.
Yeah, I went a little
He
crazy.
hit-
My
he
mom
hit me
deserved it.
big.
I went
Thank you.
overboard.
He did.
Ah, fuck it. You live once, right?
Yes, but
dude, like I mean,
I got a second
like
chance.
you were this size when you came out. Your mom deserves everything.
And for the record, if anyone never seen
Fast.
Carol Farrell, my mom was running marathons since the fucking 80s. Like it would look like I'm adopted. You know what I mean? It's
No
like, no
way.
way that head came out of that lady.
that's what people say.
But who says that? Who says
Hey,
that?
because
Mom, in the
I
mic.
got the baby pictures. You were the cutest baby. And,
What do you mean,
and
what
the
happened to
most
me?
hair. But no, you took the hair away.
Hey, listen. I like it like that. Listen, it was bad news. I'll get my hair cut once
I
a
was
week.
riding a bike today. I gave birth to him. I look like an elephant on a bicycle. I went from Prospect Park to Breezy Point, and then
Yeah.
Thomas wanted to come and come alive at THC. Come on, Thomas.
718.
Yeah.
What your mama gave you.
Big what your mama
Oh
gave
yeah,
you.
big what your mama gave.
Wait, you were on a bicycle when you
mama.
went into labor?
No, the doctor said another week. I said it's 101 degrees. I'm on a bicycle. And he wanted cash, but he goes, "There, you can't have your kid because you don't have insurance." I said, "I just paid you cash." I was pissed because I get that back in the day. You didn't have to, be married. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. So I went through the clinic, and then that day I rode down to the beach, and that night he was born.
We used to go down there.
718. Oh, that's right. 718. That's
I
a
remember the
lucky
fish
number.
store on
Oh, the
on like
fruit.
Ralph Avenue. That we used to go to Reds because you need like toys. Like it was like one of those like I can't even describe Reds, but we would go there. I'd get the fighting fish and go down to the beach, and like on the back deck put suntan lotion on the fish, and it would die right away. Do you guys smoke out of the volcano or no?
I still can't read the directions. I just got my new glasses on.
I was, but not.
I had one. I
have
hope
to.
what's his face didn't throw it away. Because
a brand new
I had someone
mixer.
cleaning my
Who's
apartment.
what's his face? The
What?
cop?
Yeah, the
no, what's her
magical
face?
buttermilk.
Oh, no, okay, we won't.
No.
So you mean the volcano that looks like a volcano?
I
It's a
had-
metal
orange
base,
one.
right? Yeah.
I had
Oh, it's
one.
orange. Now they make it in colors.
But no, but Harry, my 96-year-old neighbor that I hang out with sometimes, and Frank the neighbor, fans of the show know him. The person throwing the shit out of my apartment gave it to Frank, and it was stuff that Harry gave me, and Harry's seen it there, and Harry got fucking pissed at me. So she probably threw everything away.
Well, how long ago was that?
Like a month or two ago, whenever she moved in.
Yeah, well, you tried. But you could say hello.
Oh my God! You know, volcanoes cost like $800.
I know.
I'm
I know.
speaking to the person who may or may not hear this. $800 those fucking things cost.
No, I know.
Which they're a ripoff. You should spend about $300 or $400 on a Aeromed instead. But you know, if we want to talk about vaping and you know why we do it for medicinal purposes, no carcinogens or less carcinogens, which is why you make edibles and why you include CBDs and THC in a lot of what you do. Vaping is a great way to go. And the first one that I ever did that I was like, oh, this does work, was the volcano. And then I did a lot of due diligence. And so, you know, I used to have the packs for if you want to be out and all that. It's good to vape. You don't have to vape oils. You know, like,
Yeah.
The first
volcanoes are great.
We
No,
got it
the-
in the village.
The first time, no.
That's all I knew to go to.
The first time I
Yeah.
did the volcano, I was at my boy DJ's house, and there's because it's in a bag with a mouthpiece, so you have to push in to release it.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting it, and I'm like, he didn't tell me
Hi,
that, so I'm hitting. My mom said, "Hi, BJ."
Yeah.
She calls him BJ instead of DJ.
I even have a video of him to tell him
Say
to
it.
send a package. They caught me on Instagram.
I love how clean this show has been. I just want to interject. Now that your mother and sister are here, this has been a much cleaner show than the last 4 I've been
No,
on. So
but
this is
like-
great. I thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for letting us come.
No, but-
Enjoy
I digress.
Valentine's with you
No,
guys.
listen, DJ, he didn't tell me, so I'm hitting it, and there's a mouthpiece that you have to push in to get the vape out because it would just go into the air otherwise. So instead of resetting my lungs and taking another breath, he goes, "You got to push in." So I'm taking a breath and getting nothing. Instead of resetting, I start hitting the fucking vape. I start coughing like a motherfucker. We're in his parents' room. They had this like oak dresser drawer. The bottom drawer was open. I collapse. My head hits the fucking corner. Blood squirts on the wall, like in the movies, like a horror movie. And this is hindsight. They told me this. I'm on the floor. They're like, Farrell, and I feel like wet on my neck. And we used to always drink in their kitchen. I'm like, fuck. Tell me I got so fucked up I fell to the kitchen table. Like, because that happened before. You know what I mean? We got wild there. And they wake me up,
the
like,
pu-
and I passed out
They
for
did
whatever
it there
reason.
too. They did it at our house too.
And DJ and Reese fucking
Hi, Reese.
bring
Hi,
me-
DJ.
Bring me
Hey,
to
BJ.
Peninsula and they just throw me out of the car and just fucking peel off like some Boys in the Hood shit. Like I just got shot, and that was my experience, my first experience with a volcano.
Nothing happens.
My head, I had a gash in my head. They put glue in my head.
So,
Oh.
if Volcano would like to sponsor the Big T Show or THC TV,
You want to
get a hold of
Volcano.
everythingbigT.com.
Yes. Check out my website. We have a link to all the Big T shows, old episodes of THC TV.
I noticed that.
We also have a playlist of Ambiguous Entities, the show I used to do with the old co-host. What's her face? And
There he is.
sorry, Mac. My mom's bringing up old pictures of me. We're having a special Valentine's
Oh my
Day.
God! Wait,
Big T
show
show.
it to the video camera just about right in
Aw,
front.
but it was so cool. He's at the cemetery. This,
Right.
this
Mom,
was-
there's a camera right there.
check it out.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, okay. Wait. Time out.
And I'll try to focus on you.
Wait.
No, there's no timeout. Mom, you gotta talk closer to the mic.
What was I showing him?
Mom, closer to the mic.
We're on
Time,
live,
the pictures
and
of
the
time.
president is listening.
Oh, Trump.
You bought a fucking blow up
He's still the
microphone
president.
for Sienna. You want a microphone? Talk into it.
Mom,
Yes,
Mom,
ma'am.
focus, Mom. Focus,
Yeah,
focus.
I was looking for the. Ripple
you
went to
got-
graduation. Oh, look at that.
All
Thomas,
right, so tell them this is when we
This
just
is
fill.
you.
We fill the space.
Thomas's birthday.
Mom,
With,
we can't
So-
have a show within a show.
see that red light up there? Just put the camera in front of that red. Yeah, that one.
No.
No.
No, I mean
Never
the photo that
Never
you have.
mind.
Just show it to that
Oh,
camera.
all right. You gotta wait.
I just want to see if it'll actually work.
Oh.
Okay, well,
But listen, Mom, how would you
mark
say?
this
How would,
time. Edit
how would
the
you
last 30
say?
seconds out.
How would you say I was as a child? What?
Oh.
Let's get into what made Big T Big T. Like, what molded me to be this elegant
Person
man?
that you change. Oh, I
Let's
did-
start
wait.
from date
Find the baby.
negative
Yeah.
280. Negative 280. Like really right when it started.
When we moved down Breezy.
No, I want to find out when
Oh
he
no!
was conceived. Yeah,
oh
let's
no!
go
He
all the way
brought
back to the
children
beginning.
home from his second school in Brooklyn. You know, the two boys, the brothers, and they weren't supposed to be off the bus. They were.
Oh, Kevin.
Thomas brought them over to his house, and they belonged at Newkirk Avenue in Flatbush. The brothers were having fun because they were wrestling
Yeah, well, you're
at
diverse.
the Big T.
Yeah,
No, I
that's when we moved to Marine Park from Flatbush
Flatbush,
Avenue,
yeah.
and it was definitely definitely better quality of life. The school was better, and
Sean
we
lost
lived
his
in.
front tooth there.
Yeah, me and my brother, like I said, we used to always wrestle. I do him down the stoops. He had
and that's how he lost his tooth.
it's two front teeth, and
Yeah.
I remember
Was this after he'd grown in his
Yeah.
adult teeth? So they're like, that will cost $1,000.
and we didn't tell my parents till dinner time. Then they're like, "Sean, what the fuck's wrong with your teeth?"
I can't.
I
I'm like-
ran down to see if I could save it with milk. It's the truth. You put it in milk, you bring it to the dentist. Sometimes they could save it.
Yeah, no, because the protein will keep it alive per se, and
Yeah.
they can adjust to it. And I'm just pulling that all out of my ass. I have no clue. but I bet that's what I would have been taught when I was about that age.
But Mom,
So-
was I a good kid growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sports. That's I try to give them their things back. I have everything.
So wait, when did he
From-
stop being a good kid? Let's just cut to the chase here,
Oh,
I know.
because I want to
He's
know about
asking
like
you
these
the question.
quintessential
can't
moments
you
of
answer
like
the date?
How was
the
he-
Tom.
no, how was he
No,
when he
I
was a
want to
kid?
hear. I hear his answers all the
Oh,
time. I
he
don't know
told
what
his
to
father
believe.
he loves smoking weed. You know, he has to do this.
How old was
loves
he?
it. It was like a couple of weeks before he passed.
I was like 19.
18.
Okay, so wait, you hadn't gotten in any trouble before the?
No, yeah, I had a
Three
scratch.
weeks
every
before.
day.
Yeah, that's
every
what I
day.
mean.
A violation
wait, that
for
was
an
just-
open bottle.
When you were 19, is the first time your mother learned that you were just like, maybe he smokes weed.
no, I would
No,
go
that's
up
when I
and
was like,
clean up.
"Stop
No.
fucking bothering me!" Like I was telling
okay.
him, like, no, but I know I was smoking for even like longer than that
in
the
the
house.
bungalow.
Yeah, so like it goes way back. Like the
And then it
I want to
became
like I could
then
take
it
this back to
became-
like when was he conceived, but I want to skip forward a little bit.
80.
When did he
79?
really
79?
turn
80,
into
80.
being a teenager and just causing a bunch of problems? I could be wrong. Maybe he didn't cause any problems. Maybe
Problems.
he was a little.
On the side?
A
Who
little
knows?
unicorn.
Oh, wait a minute. When we gave them bikes, yeah, they'd take off out of the
It's always the
neighborhood.
bikes, man.
No,
It's always the
They
bikes.
loved
I remember I got in trouble in Brooklyn. I would spray mace in the hallway. I mean, that was the worst. Coming home, my eyes were burning because it got in everyone's eyes. You know what I mean? I remember going to get
Yeah,
caught-
dude, it's mace.
Wait,
In a-
they
enclosed-
smoked back in the
in an
70s
enclosed,
right there
like-
on Flatbush. They did the same thing that they're doing now. But they never
That's
ate
true.
edibles.
But like
Because that's the no edibles were back then.
I remember I was out
you
drinking.
never get busted for eating edibles, do you?
No,
That's
not
right.
yet. Can
they
you?
could learn something.
I was
mean,
I was out.
Wait.
Mom, what's my which out of all my edibles, which is your favorite that I make?
The s'mores. Oh, that no. I eat it for breakfast. I love it. I get so hungry, and I always ate little things because I had to continuously run.
Oh my God,
So
you mean- Oh, go
Caitlin,
ahead.
sorry. So Caitlin says I still do it in my sleep. So I asked the doctor to shut me off, like not shut me like off, like not.
I want that.
Kevorkian,
I want that.
yeah,
I want
I
that
don't wanna
Michael
be
Jackson
Kevorkian.
Thomas
shit.
gave me one and made like we took an oath and
Yeah, no,
That's
I put him. I
us.
put him against the wall, like a firing
A
squad. And I
squad
filmed it, and I said,
until the
"I can kill
the-
you
We put our hands
Your right
up,
hand up.
and we took the oth.
I said I can physically
it.
harm you if you take my recipe and
Anybody?
give it to people.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't want to do that to my mom and sister, but
There's
a
an
secret's a
oath.
secret.
You're right. And
So
and,
the
yeah.
secret is
I hope this guy doesn't get killed accidentally because now
We
they
had, a
can.
lot
Yeah.
of, we had a lot of holes in our old house.
Can I? Wow.
Wow.
Cement-filled holes.
In the
So,
walls.
can I suggest something? And
You wanna
how
know
about
why?
lower THC, higher CBD edible granolas for the morning, like a cereal? Dude, I'm trying to work with
I'm
you.
done.
I'm brainstorming.
Oh,
here.
with me, I
like
think
this.
you were suggesting that
She-
for my mom.
Yeah, no,
to eat.
I need you to make it. I'm
No.
gonna eat it too.
No,
Yeah.
I already want to do a fucking kind bar where I got to get the measurements down because it's like
How is it- it's
for
like
a cereal.
magical.
No, but for a cereal treat, it's
It
like
is,
6 cups
really.
of cereal.
It is.
And I want to do like dried cranberries,
wants
pumpkin seeds, walnut, like I mean, just all good shit, dried fucking banana chips, whatever it is, and make and like dark chocolate.
Crunch it up.
No, and make kind bars, but medicate, like bind it with like maybe I know the marshmallows would be bad, but not everything's good. You know, like, I would have to come up with something.
If you use natural marshmallows, I don't know if you've ever hunted marshmallows in the wild, but if you can kill a natural marshmallow, dude, they taste so fucking good.
Well, like
Fucking
make them from
never.
scratch.
No, you just shoot them.
The puffs?
I never
The bigger
heard
one
of-
or the tinier one?
And shout out to Bake What Your Mama Gave You.
People are going to
statement,
Google.
THC?
That statement was
I'm
brought
your
to you
mama.
by the Red Velvet Cake Pops. Because I'm starting to feel it myself. I never shot no
Dude,
marshmallow.
oh, well, you know what?
Is it natural?
You're
marshmallows?
obviously not from the Midwest like I am. We
Get
go
outta
marshmallow
here.
hunting all the time.
They're all here, though. The
Little
Midwesters,
fucking
they're afraid of
marshmallows.
the...
They're big in the Midwest. Too big marshmallows. You just plug them. The rifle.
Listen, I know I got my mom, my
you
sister
shot
here.
marshmallows?
I know I got my mom, my sister here, but I was looking at a picture the other day my mom sent me of me, my mom, and my brother. And, like, I put these people through a lot. You know, like, the cops
Oh,
come
I
in.
can tell.
And I just...
God bless his soul.
I
He
fucking...
does have a heart.
Seeing my brother, I was like, he's the real MVP. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he was always with me and always getting the brunt end of whatever fucking...
Quiet as he is.
Like, whatever maniac thoughts I
Thomas
had as a
had-
child
oh,
of
yeah.
wrestling and
He
this.
had
and-
Tourette syndrome. I
What?
diagnosed him.
Wait, which
I
one?
had to.
Which
Thomas,
one? Oh, okay.
Thomas.
Why? What?
Now Sean has.
What Tourette's did I have?
All of it.
Fucking, yeah, I can't. And then retard. And then,
Oh,
He still
retard. You love to know the word retard.
yeah, he says it today till this
Yeah.
day. When he's 40, he's going to stop.
I don't
He's
know
gonna be
about
40
that.
this year.
No, he's not. Oh,
Yeah.
this year he's going to be 40? When is your birthday,
In
sir?
the big marshmallow.
Big July birthday. Last year we had a. This is
This year.
I know, but this is tentative plans. We had a party because I wanted to give back because my friends, everyone supports me. The fucking whole peninsula, a free show. I had catered food, medicated THC. Had the pizza
oh,
pusher
that's
come down.
right. I heard about it last year. Wasn't invited.
No, you'll be here this year. I didn't even
wasn't.
know you.
People invited me. I was like, I don't know that fucking guy. Everybody tells me I should meet him.
Yeah, a lot of people said that, and that's why this has been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm planning something again. It was such a success. Shout out to the Hendrys. They had it in their backyard. They had a big blow up screen that every year Tiana loves Jaws, and they played Jaws, and we had a comedy show, and then we did Jurassic Park, and it was under the stars, big screen.
Nice.
And I asked her this year if for my 40th birthday.
DVD or CDs?
Oh, who knows? But
I have-
No, he didn't play any of these movies because right now Disney's going to send you a $250 bill for
oh yeah,
each one.
we didn't. It wasn't copyrighted.
Yeah.
But
It was
this year we're gonna,
Jurassic with a J-E-R.
We had the originals.
This year we're gonna do a roast of Tom Farrell, and we're gonna give people time to write jokes. And I want to sit there, get some like Game of Thrones chair, and have people just roast me. Comedy show.
Yo, wait, you got to get some real
gotta go to
comedians because
that.
I did a roast
gotta
once
go to
and
that.
you wouldn't believe how many people were so ready to roast me. And just once they got the mic in their hand because they'd never been on stage before, they just shit the fucking back.
I'll get
and
some
then
comics.
I roasted the
I
hell
could-
out of them.
No, the comics who are gonna perform, you have to be able to roast me. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I know I go to the roast battles on Sunday. Shout out to Matt Marin and Comedy Fight Club.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But
Oh.
it's like 5 rounds of
Like
comics,
wrestling?
but verbally. Like
No,
No, it's
they
the
really
best.
had they had one in the backyard in Breezy.
So when about-ish is your birthday? If
They
you don't
had
want to give
July
up.
18th,
718.
718.
Oh, well, guess what? July
Hashtag
18th is.
July
It's the
18th.
Rockaway Music Festival, July 17th through
cool.
19th. So make sure that whatever you're fucking planning, I'm putting it out to all the people
Wait,
because
can
all
you
of a sudden,
put
dude.
that on my
I
calendar?
gotta.
Yeah, July 17th through 19th is the Rockaway Music Fest. July or 2020
Can he
happens every year. It's,
have a venue?
You gotta check it
there?
out.
yes, we already talked, but I don't want to keep you down at like the Sugar Shack. I want to bring you down here.
No, I'm
Up here.
Let's make this happen.
This is
Yeah.
middle.
All right, let's we'll talk about that. I love it, and
THC.
definitely check it out.
Mm.
Max does amazing things.
Yeah, I will not let you do an event against me
No,
on that day.
no,
so,
no,
like,
no,
I will
no,
put
no.
this out on tape right now. I'm like, you are with me, sir.
So for everybody listening.
Hey, Ma, remember Rico the Clown?
oh yes. And I know
if you can keep it clean, you can do some comedy
I
up at
walked
Reese.
in. My poor sister has
Mom.
to tell me that the detectives too long coats.
No, that was
came
that
to Thomas
that was the
for
war. That
Rat
was
the
that,
clown.
no,
He
that was the
pranking.
That was
Wait,
the
what?
Warren. That was the Warren police when that man. She came in. I was so hungover. She's like, "Thomas, the cops, the cops." I'm like, "This is it." And this is before the house got raided.
He's a mystic
So-
driver.
So I got up. I was like, "Oh, let me get dressed." Like, "Oh, you have a warrant." And right behind me was everything. I would keep everything out. I had a garbage can from Lincoln High School where my mom worked, brand new, flipped upside down, with like a Grateful Dead record that I got at like some garage sale on the 140, so like a quarter. And that was my table. And I had a scale there and fucking. Oh, speaking of Tiger, 4th of July, I was
Tiger.
measuring out mushrooms. And I put it on the floor. And he came over and ate them. And then he fucking was losing it. And people were like, "Why'd you give your dog mushrooms?" I'm like, "That motherfucker owes me money. I didn't give it to him. He stole them."
How much of the mushrooms
Tiger was
did he
not.
eat?
He was a little high strung, and we had. No, wait,
Before
Sean, no,
or
wait.
after the mushrooms?
In the bungalow, Thomas had the whole front.
Oh, my God.
You
and
gave
that
me
was
it.
8 windows in a bungalow. In the bungalows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a big bungalow.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Up in
fit
Breezy,
8
yeah.
Well, it was in my family, and there was 8 kids and mom and dad and a dog.
Yeah.
And then we came along, and it was
Well, it's like 4 kids, a mom and a dad and a dog.
we had, but we made the place smaller. We
He
we
equals a
heated
couple
it,
brother-
so we put Sean in the middle of a. And,
Like a
and,
walkway.
and a door, and we slept out on a futon. I mean, we made it
Listen,
work.
that's why this
That's why
place
we're
I'm
here.
getting now.
Rockaway.
That's why this
Yeah.
place I'm going all out. The place I'm going to own, because apartment building, Kings Highway, apartment, Marine Park. Move to Breezy. Nice community, bungalow. Hey, everyone else is playing. Hey, you fuck with insulation, kid? All right, go under the deck and insulate. That's like 12. You know what I mean? Heating pipe. Like, I'm like, laying
yeah.
on my back. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
With a torch.
And then, then
Torch in the
then live in a
house.
bungalow. And then finally, like fucking Jesus Christ himself, I'm building my mom's house, working construction for this guy.
You.
Her and my aunt came together.
The
My aunt
whole
was gonna live with
family,
us.
Williams family.
And
God bless
then
them.
I get thrown out. You know what I mean? So I never able to live in a house that was a nice fucking house.
No
Right.
mice,
Nice house, full
nothing.
basement.
It's vibe
3
Sandy.
bedroom.
And they throw me out right before as I'm building it. And I wasn't spiteful. I am very spiteful, but I put extra nails in, like and screwed a lot of.
Mikey
And
the
then I
bear.
think it helped save the deck during Sandy. I
Do
swear to
No,
God.
then my mom
your,
fell
your,
from a
your
10
extra
fucking foot.
spite nails.
No,
No,
then my
no,
mom
normally I'm
fell
spiteful.
from a 10 fucking foot ladder from Sandy. And
yeah,
lost
I-
it from there.
I went to
Oh, what?
Sandy. Yeah,
She
Thomas
fell from
came.
a 10-foot ladder.
We had
Rebuilding the house.
rebuilt the home in 2003. Max,
Yeah.
the family.
Out there in Breezy.
Well, it was time to. My dad was alive. My husband passed, and we're raising 3 kids. My sister has 3 girls, 2 girls at the time, and we're living in the bungalow. So we added more people, and
And then they threw my ass out.
That was your first mistake. You
I
didn't
have
learn,
every
obviously.
letter. He apologized. Every letter.
Yeah, she has every letter.
I said,
Every
please
letter.
come and
Every
ta-
letter, every
what do you have, a
picture.
baseball
storage locker?
uniform picture.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with this shit?
Who apologized?
All Thomas's apology letters for getting.
He has a
for
heart.
You.
That's why
being
THC
crazy.
gets
You
hot.
apologized because you got thrown out for a good
Him and
reason.
Shaw would fight all the time.
Multiple times.
So-
The first time, no, my uncle went through my. I always kept everything
he
out.
was a big dude, man.
Well, I had so this is why I have to like
big
as a
people
therapist
got
I have to like
hassled.
No, Max.
this is why I have to like I hear all these things like I got thrown out, but I wanted to go back. This is about 2 minutes ago. I was like, so why did you get thrown out, and what are you talking about? Did you get thrown out of your mother's house or the family house? Or because
it was our house. It was
all
the
right.
beach
It
house.
was the bungalow.
So were you just like there was too much tornado of Tom that like if they didn't take you out of the house would just destroy?
No, it wasn't like it was the tornado constantly, and then
Yeah.
and I
a
thought-
really big partying
So it
during
was
the
a
time
big-
that it was a
No.
winterized bungalow.
No,
So there was a lot of
no.
tornado. You weren't the only tornado. There were lots of
No,
tornadoes.
it was
going on.
me.
Oh, it was you. Oh, okay. All right,
And
good.
no,
And
and
his
then,
dad
no,
passed.
no,
Just
no,
wanted
no,
him
no,
to
no,
get-
no, no,
have
no,
him
no.
say it.
I always had everything
Yeah,
out.
he
The
was two
scale, the
decades.
weed, this. For some reason, I'm like, no what? And I didn't even have that much stuff. I said, no, I'm gonna hide it. I had one of those closets that open. I'm gonna put my weed in under my boxer shorts.
Oh,
And for some reason, you know what I mean? Like that's if anything, your underwear drawer is sacred. You can fucking go through everything else. Once you go in that drawer, it's fight time. You know what I mean? Because it's either you're looking for money, you're a weirdo, want to smell my underwear. You know what I mean? So
Or
You had
that's
one or
where
two
most people
weirdos.
hide their shit.
I know, but
In the
now
underwear drawer?
that's like a double. That's like a double win. I'm doing that on purpose. A, you shouldn't be stealing from me. B,
I'm gonna
B,
start
I'm gonna
doing
beat the
that.
shit out of you for going through my underwear drawer. And most of that beating is for going through my underwear drawer, not the stealing part. Because that's the disrespectful part. So now I get this long note after the Knick game from my uncle about weed. You know what I mean? There was no acid. There was no ecstasy. There wasn't a garbage bag full of mushrooms like there
Came down
normally is.
and they had to
No, then
beat him up, fight him
no,
up.
then he got in my face and I took him. And I shot him. I love him.
Rockin' robots.
I remember ramming his head into the oven.
How old were you?
17. His
19.
father
Just
just passed.
19,
Yeah.
19.
All right,
They
yeah.
threw me out, and then
Tommy boy.
I was making a lot of money, and I was working construction off the books, but I had nothing coming in, and I couldn't get an apartment, so I had to get a garage that was converted into an apartment. No fucking shower in Mill Basin, right across from fucking La Villa. So I ate at La Villa every night because I had plenty of money, but I was like filling up water bottles in the shower and shit. It was real fucking ghetto. Then I think we talked. What is it, Mom?
There we go.
Let me see.
Yeah. The
Oh.
head
Sliding
thing.
on the
It's
seat.
still about the head thing. There was one bar in that graveyard, but we used to go there and eat every Saturday.
That's the graveyard. Listen,
Yeah, but
There
they
was-
fed us too.
I wouldn't.
That's
I
the
would.
Did you just say
oldest-
there was one bar in that graveyard?
That-
Graveyards have
there
bars?
was a bent.
Look at
Oh.
it, Wrought iron.
And we were able to sneak
Right.
into the grave. Listen, when
Didn't have to
when
sneak
it's
in.
Flatbush Avenue and Kings Highway in the fucking 80s.
I don't put my children out to the street
No,
and play.
the cemetery was the safe spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was grass. It was a green, safe way. Like,
No gangsters come into the cemetery.
yeah,
I
that
wasn't
might be.
alive.
To tell you the
Uh,
truth,
Go on, tell
I
me.
don't know if I was alive yet.
they were brought up.
I remember, Mom.
Like-
St.
alive
Thomas
yet, Mom?
Aquinas.
Mom, do you remember?
No.
Mom, do you remember the?
We went to church. Yeah, we went to school.
St. Thomas
Aquinas
Aquinas. That
on
is the
Flatbush.
church that my grandmother
Running-
went to, but in a completely different state.
popular name.
But that's why.
That's Flatbush.
Mom, do you remember the time we kicked a soccer ball in the street and we were playing with like these Iraqi kids? And I was like, "Oh, go get the ball." And the girl went in the car. She got hit by a car, and the car left. I remember the Iraqi dad came to the door like a dictator, and he looked at me and he did like the throat gesture. And my dad got in his face and like, you know what I mean? Like, your kid, listen, I didn't force her to go in the street to get a
Dude.
soccer ball.
Don't tell. I gotta edit this story because, like, what if he's still listening? He's not gonna just
Hey,
this
do
is just
people
over.
ever
He
recognize
just
you when
found
you were
you.
younger?
This was
He just found you.
35 years ago.
Yeah, he just found you. 75
people
and
search,
75, and right now he's like, I got him.
Oh, I got that one.
Oh, but Mom, we remember.
Vendettas
we
don't
talked.
end,
We,
Tom.
we talked about this is like a Quentin Tarantino movie all over the place today. Carol Farrell, Caitlin Farrell in the building, Max Powers, Big T show. But
Hi, DJ.
we lived on Oceanside, and there's no cars allowed on Oceanside. It's a sidewalk, and I was hungover as shit, and I hear the door slam, and I look out the window, and there's a red Caprice, like a detective's car. I was like, oh shit.
Maroon. Red?
Yeah, red maroon, same cousins. But fucking, I had a Nokia phone because I was doing my thing, and I was going to Kingsborough at the time. I was like 18, and there was like
You like
places for sale, books for sale. I mean, roommate needed. It was like a corkboard by the cafeteria, and I seen a business card that said Rico the Clown. I was like, what a stupid fucking name. You know what I mean? Like not like Eric the Clown, like in Seinfeld, like Bozo. Rico the Clown. I'm like, what kind of fucking stupid name? Because it was around the time Rico Suave. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I fucking just it had a bad effect. Like no clown named Rico with no greasy hairs coming to my kid's party. So he called him. We were drinking one night at my friend's grandpa's basement. We called him. I was just saying, like, yeah, you fucking Puerto Rican clown. You came into my kid's party and stole his gifts. Just like real stereotypical 18-year-old bullshit that we thought was fucking gold.
He didn't go to Kingsborough on his own. He went there, after
And then
high school.
the cops said I
That's when he
called
did it.
175 times. The guy wanted to get me arrested for harassment.
You called 175 times, and the
Yeah.
guy just basically was like star 69.
Yeah, I didn't block it at all. And I was well aware of it, but I was like so mad that this guy named himself Rico the Clown. Like I talked about
From the
this, like
house phone or just
no, the Nokia with my name on it.
Oh, wow.
When I went to
So,
therapy
God.
once, the guy
Once. You only went once in your life. Now
Yes.
all the puzzle pieces have come
It's the
together.
truth.
No, I went like three or four times, but the one like it was a small block because the guy kept saying, "Well, he would fucking I would complain about like people wearing long pants and long shirts in the summer." And like that's what all I would harp on the whole episode, whatever the fucking.
You're
said.
gonna hate me this summer.
he goes,
was
"Why do you
already hating
care?"
at the
I don't
Met
like the
game.
sun, man.
No, not you. But then the guy's like, "Well,
What's his
he
name,
goes, you
Matt?
come here." Like he was like a little skinny Jewish dude. He's like an older guy, like
No,
very like
no.
timid. And he's like, and I was like fucking high strung 19-year-old or like 20-year-old, and he's like, "You come here, DUI, driving under the influence, like beating around that." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not drinking because I smell like weed." Like, yo, I'm allowed to come here high, do everything else high. And he was like, that's all he would harp on. Then I would just go off on a tangent. It just wasn't working for me. And then I went recently for What's-A-Face asked me to go. And they tried to commit me to fucking the MICA program at Coney Island Avenue.
what?
Allegedly, you're not supposed to be so fucking honest at therapy. You're supposed to, like, ease in.
Well,
like, what
okay.
the fuck?
No.
And multiple people told me to
No,
lie.
serious.
I went in there guns blazing. I was like, yeah, and I mentioned this
No,
on the old
you
show with
can't.
Patina.
Well, okay.
Yo, I was
so,
like, I got some new confidants in this motherfucker.
No, I disagree. I do think that you can. You just have to find the right therapist. You were probably thrown into a, whether it was insurance inducted or.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
what-
there's
what-
no
what-
stuff
maybe
you
Did
can
his
do.
oath.
But
Yeah,
you
otherwise
know,
they label you with that shit.
yeah. So what you have to do is you just got to be diligent.
I know that for sure.
And break up with it's like dating someone. You
Oh,
go
we
and,
know how I
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, so but no, try something different where you date them for like a time or two, unless they're really good at their job.
I like fucking
you know?
on the first date. I'm sorry, Mom. I go in hot. I tell them everything. And if they don't want to hear it, they want to
Dude.
commit.
Some dad came
Well,
to the
no.
door.
Sorry, Mom. I forgot you.
But so the point
Two
being,
dads. Two dads came to the door.
you should keep. I think you.
Don't even ask. And a mother. That she broke his coat.
Okay, I'm going to come back to that.
Ask if their daughter was there.
But what you should do is you should
What
you
happened
should go
in
on
that
your
front
first dates.
room?
Fuck them on the first dates. Fuck them on the first dates and make it like if that person doesn't like call you back or somehow get you back, like
They're thinking of
it's
T.
not about
Everybody knows
putting
Big
you on
T.
medication or whatever or committing you. It's about having someone who's much smarter than me or your friends to talk to about certain things that can be like patterns, and so your life can be better. So sometimes therapy can be good. Sometimes it can be like a waste of insurance money or a waste of someone who's
Thank
just trying
goodness we haven't.
to drug you.
listen, I don't-
unfortunately.
To
I'll
be
share.
perfectly honest,
we
I
share
don't.
in our family.
There we go.
No, we do.
Listen, I haven't met a therapist that I felt was smarter than me.
I'm here for Tom Farrell's
You know what I mean?
mom. She broke her leg, but it's on my leg.
No, that's
No,
a cousin
seriously.
thing.
No, listen, I listen to these therapists,
God
and none of
bless
them
his
were
soul.
blowing me
Rest in
away.
peace for Ed.
Yeah.
Yo, they call me up. They want to put me on pills. I'm like, yo, lady, I'm
No,
eating
yeah.
fucking organic steel-cut oatmeal that took me 25 minutes to make with organic peanut butter, organic blueberries, fucking chia seed, and fucking walnuts. And you want to put me on fucking pills? What the fuck is wrong
He
with
was
you?
never a pill
Have
kid.
you tried holistic therapy? Which
I go to
haven't, but-
acupuncture. I don't know why I'm screaming.
That's what I mean. Like,
You ate that red ball.
Yo, listen, that's what
And-
happens. I eat an edible. Sometimes it knocks
As you-
people out.
as
It
you
gives me
knew-
fucking energy.
well, you probably
What do
put
you wanna do
sativa in
now?
this.
Yeah, that's what happens to mommy, and she goes fucking crazy. She gets
Oh yeah,
red
that's
like
what
you.
it is. Blame my edible.
But I have to worry as a new friend. I have to worry about your blood pressure and stuff. So maybe you should think about the holistic. I don't
Hey.
want you to become
Like-
some meditative.
No, that's just you guys generally.
Oh,
Sure,
like
but- Oh, you mean
like
men in
acupuncture?
general or ferals in general?
Aw, I have the picture.
What'd you say?
Was that men in general or ferals in
He
general?
liked the
No,
ride. He
them,
went
yeah.
to
or these
Coney
two
Island.
in general?
You know Buddies
Yeah.
on Flatbush?
These
So there's
two.
so much going on.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Mom, focus, focus. Bring it in, Mom.
Max, bring it in. Like,
Okay.
Buddies on Flatbush in Utica.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
All right.
Memories.
Buddy's
And
gonna-
that was brought to you by Bake What Your Mama Gave You.
Now he does this bake what your mama gave you, and I'm still trying to figure out how he. Mama. I'm his
It's so-
mama.
and
I
they
can't
just
keep
got the
up
butter
with it.
machine.
Did you bake?
I can't.
As a-
I love cooking.
Well,
yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
now I'm
I made
gonna
sure
show.
they ate before they left.
So is
Oh,
that
my mom was
always
a good cook.
hungry.
Always.
is that kind of where you got your niche to
was
at
a
least
good cook.
explore baking or cooking?
No, when I was younger, I remember I got a
I like
cookbook.
what mom does. I'm gonna add drugs.
No, I had a kid's cookbook,
Yeah.
and there was like Jiffy corn muffin mix, and that's real simple. And I knew how to read, and I'd make them, and they would come out half good, or the pancakes, and I'd make them for me and my brother, because my mom would be running, my dad might be working, and I was like, it just, once you do something and you sort of accomplish it, you want
Yeah.
to keep doing
Like
it.
a
And
nacho
you know that
dip.
Jiffy, the like 3 for $1 corn muffin, like simple mix.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome. I'm a sucker for a good corn muffin.
Dude, it's a fucking Jeffy's a damn good. Back when we were kids, that's when it was. It didn't have that high fructose corn syrup in it, nothing.
And then
Still get a
no,
decent one.
then when I had that front room, if I wasn't drinking and eating ecstasy, I'd be sitting there smoking weed, playing Madden or watching the Food Network. And like someone would come by
Yeah.
and it would be like 1 in the morning and get some
Xbox.
weed. And I'm like, oh, watch this, watch what they do with this souffle or something. Like, how'd you know he was gonna do that? I'm like, I was watching 8 o'clock too, just sitting there smoking weed and watching the reruns of the earlier show and just watching the Food Network.
I
like,
watched them make a souffle and then I put ecstasy in it. Made it myself, and
But
now
what
I'm
if
still
nothing
here.
happens when you take it?
Well, listen, people ask me how did I come. I don't know what happened. I
Yeah,
fucking
you sleep well.
no. I remember just started eating edibles and then I was like, yo, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like,
You had a neighbor that.
I just fucking
asked
googled
for
the shit out of stuff and
a chocolate
it was
chip
like not even
cookie.
trial and error. It was just boom trial and it worked.
Well, that cake pop worked.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
that came from
what
know-
else.
THC.
When I listen back to this later, I'll be like, oh god damn.
And listen, real
but
quick.
yeah, it was tasty.
I'm sorry, Max. I'm fucking rude right now.
No, you're not at all.
100
I
bucks.
am. I'm the Max Power, Max
But
Power.
he gave
No,
you a
but-
Valentine's treat.
Again,
Men could give men Valentine's treat.
stop, Mom. This is what we do on the show. That wasn't no man-to-man Valentine's.
Whatever.
treat
I'm glad
exchange.
that was the extent of the treat.
But listen,
Yeah.
listen, shout out to UPS once again. I always say it. If it wasn't for UPS, I wouldn't be here. And like, from when I'm delivering
Back in
my
the day.
packages now, I know the best routes. Like I think like a driver.
Yeah, you learned.
And on top of that, what the fuck was I just gonna say? Oh no.
Cake pops.
The first
Yeah,
the first
cake
year,
pops. Bring it back.
the first year
Get
they
that hat.
I had like no accidents or some shit, and it was like a magazine that had like picture frames, but like stupid little trinkets that you could pick out for your fucking
Thomas came home one night.
as a prize, and I picked this crock pot. And I'm like, all right, it's gonna be bigger than the picture. And it came, and it was a small ass crock pot. So I just,
God damn,
Mini.
2-quart motherfucking crock pot.
no, but then I held
3-quart.
on to it, and then later that was the first thing that I used to make butter, and I still have
But the
the
pan.
model one, not the same one, because that would be just
Shout
dangerous.
out.
But it made me thousands of dollars.
Well, so it's funny because now they make the little butter bullet thing.
That's
It's
what I
like that's just a
bought. He
teeny
told me
little
to buy it.
crock pot, man.
I didn't see that.
No.
What's it called though? It's
The magical butter. is
the
what
magic
I
butter,
got.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta teach him.
But it really is, isn't it? Just a
I
kind
went
of
looking
teeny
for a
little
facial
concentrated
steam. I
crock
couldn't
pot.
find it.
no. Well, they got
But
it.
it has a little strainer, like I think, or whatever. Yeah, it's.
He's
And-
coming to show me.
Actually,
No,
that-
listen, because I was
yeah.
like, once you buy it, instead of getting treated
Oh
like
my-
this is the only thing I won't help.
You should do it on THC TV and do a little
Hey, wait,
product review.
I can open the box one step at a time.
That was no.
No,
what,
you're not touching shit.
And know what?
until
THC
Thomas
TV
comes
is
down.
coming back. And know what? Max, that's an excellent idea.
It is.
Besides, shout out to
I'm
Dan
full of
Cadillac
them.
who came through last week and Tony. And
Maybe
they were
they'll get
awesome
the
guests, but
fear away.
That was great.
shout out to
Ryan and
Yeah, Ryan for coming through
Baker's
also.
dozen.
But we're gonna do a video with them where I cook off with this other guy, Dan Cadillac, that makes edibles, like a chopped. Like he would be a judge, and then
Oh,
we're
I
gonna,
went
then
to
we're gonna no, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna
Bobby's
film it
Fried.
and then maybe try to present it to someone, or maybe who knows, just have it in your resume, and it's just something cool. You know,
Yeah.
post it up,
we're gonna
Um,
do this all.
and then
I tried.
also
I made rice balls.
we'll do this fucking like you just said. We're gonna film this with you guys when I make the butter for THC TV. That's coming back. I'm moving into a new spot, beautiful kitchen. We're gonna get it going.
You
again.
don't sell it, do you?
What? No, I give it to people that are sick.
I know.
I'm trying to do God's work.
Thomas, when
You're
you
a
gave
good
me that.
man.
No, that's
joking,
the
I'm
first
joking.
night. He said, "Ma, take this, go home, and eat it all."
Yeah, I brought it to the doctor
For the love of
yesterday, and
God.
she tried walking out.
Oh, I can't take the doctors. I said because I'm transparent, because But so I ate it because at night I
It
can't
knocks
really
her
sleep.
out.
I slept like a good 5 hours.
Yeah, no,
Solid, whatever he told me it was in it.
You know what I love by the hour point, which
So-
is right
I
where
should
we're
write
at,
that in my notebook.
around. This is when the edibles are like full throttle, and the show just goes like
Where should we
fucking.
go now?
It goes flight 93 real quick.
well, I was telling you, I got that coconut oil
Oh.
infused, and it's great for like nighttime. Whenever I remember to give it to E, and just be like,
Who's
Listen, I'll bring some CBD treats
he's
tomorrow.
our friend. He's
Oh.
our mutual
Or
friend.
would you
We
want
won't
some
name-
butter to?
Well, no, I have THC butter, but
No,
CBDs would
CBD
be
butter.
great.
You make
the butter
you
that you-
bake?
Well, now I end up making just throwing it more into my coffee, and
No, but Max,
How do you
the
know?
and
person.
then I actually forget about it, and it's in my freezer for a year.
No, but then the person could
I'm
like,
s-
if they're having breakfast, oh, I'm gonna have a bagel. They
The
toast it. They use the
ingredients.
I
CBD.
know. You
Give it
think
to
you think
us.
that I remember? I know. You think? Well, this one I made a little too green tasting. I boiled it for too long, as Tom may know, and
Oh.
it's good. It gets more of the whatever the green things of the
We did it for a month.
phyto
A month.
things
A month.
are.
I kept on adding more and more. I was getting nervous. I didn't know when to do
Oh,
it.
we're way over time, but I can edit things. Or make
well,
this into 2 episodes.
I'm going to be on that. Learn how to bake what your mama made you.
What?
I got the butter machine. Now I could do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys maybe tomorrow.
And I could help you
We have to have.
heal people.
I have to have my
It
friend's
really
mom
did
come
work.
by. I gotta teach her too, because I just taught someone else how to do it.
Do you
I
need
just because
a mixer?
I need my time back. I can't keep baking for people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even take. There's no family discount with that with them because that's my time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
My time's priceless.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you're my family, my mom, like. And people are gonna
He's
disagree. Like he
showing
doesn't
me.
get hooked them up. No, I
This
take
is-
care of them. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
just
the,
to that now.
But
now I
man,
will teach them.
Teach a
and the
man
machi-
or woman to fish,
Yo, listen, the first
and
batch.
everybody can be high.
He's
The
a
4
good
sticks
fisher.
of butter, the first batch, the machine pays for itself in pocket.
Yeah.
And then from there, the money stacks.
Yeah.
For
But we're not
that you're not
selling it,
spending.
we're
No,
eating
not
it.
you're not spending. I
Yeah.
meant to clarify that.
No.
No. Now you. Oh, with the
I'm
17
eating
pounds
everything.
earlier. now she worries.
Tom eats a lot of
Oh,
big
no.
pretzels over at
Oh
Happy
no, I get very
Jacks.
focused, and I don't stop. She has to pull me in, but in the morning it's really good.
But listen, Mom, Caitlin, I love you guys. Thank you
love you
guys for
too.
coming
Thank
in.
you.
I sorry,
Thanks for the edibles
sorry I didn't.
and the beautiful
Yeah, I'm
roses.
fucked up.
Sorry for being such a pain growing up.
You
but-
can have all your stuff, you know.
But listen,
You could go
when my
bank.
when my wildness transforms into hopefully what I have planned,
Dreams.
when we're in my pool chilling, laughing, all that headache won't go away because there's a lot.
Like,
But
start with
it'll
the
be a little
sauna.
less. No, I'm gonna get a sauna.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
Hashtag it.
yeah. I'm getting two-person sauna, Max.
I was in it,
Infrared.
and then he took it back.
Wow! Don't
Mom, he's
don't be like
getting
I'm
one
getting a
for you.
2-person sauna.
No,
and
no,
look
no,
at
no,
me.
no.
How
Oh,
about
they're
get a
great.
4-person sauna, bro?
I was no, no.
And then,
I
look at me.
I was
Can we have some
bragging
friends?
about
It has
it.
music. And
That
you
is
sit
music.
there and you eat.
It's like
But
Frank the
listen-
neighbor talking about gummies.
Oh my!
Oh, they're good
I was
too.
listening to that episode today. But listen, this has been another episode of the Big T Show. Thanks to my mom. Thanks to my sister
Thank
for coming
you
in.
guys.
Listen,
Love
remember,
you.
remember, be the
Love
person.
you.
Thank you.
Love Sean.
Remember, be the
Oh,
person
my
you are
God.
when you're high. See you next week.
sent me some video on Instagram, I think.
Of her?
Yeah, it must. For all I know, it was from months ago, dude. I don't even know how to look at these things, and I
Yeah.
just saw it today. I was like, what the hell? She was in my face, and she's doing her cape all around, and it like kind of flaps on this one guy's head. I don't think she was on a train. It was like in an office or something.
Oh yeah. She was at a show that was in some like sort of office type shit.
Yeah, that boy was
She does
having
a-
he was no love for that.
She's so sick. She goes to these events where it's like, it's more money to go if you're white. I was looking at the flyer and I talked to her about it, and it'll say like people of color $10, like black people $5, white people $20.
What?
Like I think that shit's hilarious.
Oh, so it's like almost as a joke in a way,
No, but that's my humor.
right?
That's funny to me. You know what I mean? And it's at my expense. But that's what they want to do.
I don't mean it's as a joke, but I'm saying that it's like, so it's basically that's a predominantly black event or whatever event
Yeah.
it may be, whatever nationality at the time. But
No, you know how much they
yeah.
charge black people to get into a Ku Klux Klan rally? No, they don't. Then I don't think so.
But so to take the to reductio de absurdum of the argument, on one end would be this, and on that end would be yes. I guess that would be $1,000 vig or whatever.
No, but when I read it, I was fucking howling laughing. Like it's not normal or nice, right?
No.
To anyone of if you change numbers around, let's say like some little kid elementary school move the names like, oh, white people free, this person, whatever. That was me acting out a
Calm down with the
reenact-
arms there,
That was
pal.
a reenactment. But like even if it benefited white people, I'm like, this is fucked up. Why isn't it equal for everyone? Like, but I think it's funny. I'm not saying like a little violin
right,
playing.
yeah.
I think it's absolutely hilarious.
I think it's great. I love it.
Like, and know what? That it's their party, and if they don't want certain people, they like. We all have that one friend in the group text that's not in the side group text. You know what I mean? Like, and that's your good friend that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
alone
not-
some shithead from the financial district. You know what I mean? Or some fat retard from Rockaway that only does is light up joints and all he talks about is gambling and edibles and jerking off in public. I hate those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'd charge you triple.
charge me by the pound.